Hello everyone, this is Bhavin Patel and I'll be your host for this episode. Today on the podcast, we're joined by someone who has walked two of the most intense and ambitious paths in Indian education, that's law and management. Vivek Ranaut is currently pursuing his MBA at IIM Ahmedabad, one of the most prestigious B schools in the country. But before that, he has also built a rock solid legal foundation with a BA LLB from VIPs and an LLM in intellectual property from Nalsa University of Law. And now he's navigating the high stakes ecosystem of IIM Ahmedabad. Whether it's publishing research on international law, presenting papers on judicial reforms, or switching gears into business and strategy, Vivek has done it all. He brings a very unique and cross disciplinary lens that's rare and refreshing in its own sense. So, in this episode, we'll talk about the pressure, the purpose, the pivoting of careers, campus culture, and everything there is between. Vivek, a very warm welcome to you on the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Bhavin. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so how are you doing, Vivek?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, great. So, before we dive in, could you tell us who Vivek is beyond the tag of law student and an IIM student?
Oh, that's a difficult question because when you pursue like master degree, that becomes a part of your close identity. But behind that, I'm what do I say? I'm a simple guy. I like sports. I like to play sports. I've played cricket, badminton. I've learned tennis here at IIM Ahmedabad.
Wow.
And other than that, I like to travel. I like to read non-fiction, and yeah, that's about it.
That's great, Vivek. So, could you share us how your IIM Ahmedabad ka interview experience was?
Yeah, sure. It was pretty good, pretty unique, I would say. So actually, one of the when you prepare for IIM interviews, what is advised is that you prepare your HR questions very well because they will ask. And one of the main HRQ is why do you want to do MBA? And that is all the more important for me because I'm a law student.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer. So I was expecting that in every interview I would be asked this question that why do you want to do MBA? Why do you want to switch from law? And I had prepared that question in my mind. But the first question they asked me, why did you do law? And I was kind of stunned for a second. I was thinking, did I misheard the question or what? But I've done law for 6 years and I've answered this question a lot of times. So I was able to come up with an answer on the spot.
Yeah, that's
But
great.
other than that, there were other, many unique questions like um, who's the CM of Hyderabad, Telangana, because I've done my LLM from Nalsar. So they were expecting me that I knew it. But the whole interview process was pretty chill. They were very helpful and they were giving me hints. So even I was not able to remember who is the CM. So they were giving me hints that his name starts with R and he's a Reddy. Because all I was able to recollect was Jagan Mohan Reddy was the CM of Andhra, not
Yeah.
Telangana. So they told me, and I told them that there have been elections in Telangana just like 2 months back, and I know that Congress has won it, but I don't know the CM's name. So they were chill about it.
Did they ask you any legal or law questions?
Yes, they did ask me. So they saw that I have specialized in IPR. So they asked me like some current affairs regarding IPR, some recent happenings related to business and IPR, not particularly about law, but the law's interaction with business. And they also saw that I have done LLM. So they asked me about my dissertation and what was my topic, what were my findings, how did I do research. So in that they went into depth.
And how do you see this combination, Vivek, like law plus management? And how is the job market responding to this combination?
Um, I would say it's a pretty good combination. So a lot of consulting firms they like this combination, like so we have six lawyers in our batch, and four of us went into consulting.
Okay.
So for
Wonderful.
consulting, it's a good option, but it's not the only option. We have like general management, which is if you have experience, then it's a very good option. We have marketing. So if you can show them that you have interest in marketing, you have done anything related to marketing, then that's a good option as well. So these are the three main option I would say. Other than that, Prodman is kind of biased towards engineering. Finance is kind of biased towards CAs and finance people. Lawyers do
Yeah.
not generally have this background, but if somebody do, then they go into finance as well.
Yeah. Can you walk us through your standard day at IIM Ahmedabad?
So standard day at IIM Ahmedabad in first year was uh, pretty established, I would say, because we had fixed classes from morning till afternoon. After that, you do lunch. After that, there could be surprise quiz, so we had to wait for it, whether it will be announced or not. So it gets announced at 1:45 p.m. And if there's a surprise quiz, then we get 1 hour of break, 1 hour of notification. The quiz starts at 2:45. If there's no, then we can have lunch peacefully and go to sleep. And evening we can go play some sports, or if there's assignment, we can do that. If there's some competition, we can prepare for that, or just study. Or in first years, you do a lot of things. You have to prepare your CV. You have to prepare for placement. So you have to consulting prep or Genman or marketing GD prep. So that's about it.
Okay, that's great. Since you have studied at Nalsa University of Law, which is one of the topmost law universities in the country, and
Yeah.
now I'm currently pursuing MBA from the most prestigious B school in this nation. I do understand that the nature of the study, work, and research in both these institutions is very different.
Hmm.
But if you were to choose an institution that feels more performative, or a space that feels more competitive, which one would it be?
Oh, that's I am easily. I mean, one of the reason is we have bigger batch size, so there's more people. More people leads to more competition. But yes, the people here are some of the brightest minds of our nation, and they compete for everything, for marks, for placements, for competitions, for clubs, even for smallest things. So it's a very competitive environment here. Uh, but yeah, people are nice also, and it gets a toll on your mental health, but it's fine at the end of the day.
I mean, since you mentioned that people are very competitive, does that competitive environment at IIM Ahmedabad make it harder to build genuine friendships or relationships?
I'm not to me. I mean, I have been able to make some great friends, and like I've not had any experience related to like my friends betraying me or toxic friendship as such. But yes, I've heard of stories. People have experienced that. So I mean, you will find every kind of people everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, it's all on how you conduct yourself and how what is your priority, how what kind of people you make friends with.
And how big of a thing is FOMO since everyone's doing something great over there? Do you ever feel like this sense of being left behind or something?
Very very big problem of FOMO. Very big problem of FOMO, because it's a management school, so there are tons of things that you can do,
Yeah.
a lot of things, and every day there's something happening and you can't do all the things. So you have to develop your priority. What do you want to do, and what do you want to let go of? So it's all about trade-off. So you have to establish that and make sure that you are okay with it. So even if you find somebody else doing really good at something else, then it's fine. You have to be happy for them and just focus on yourself and don't care about what others are doing. Yeah.
That's a great advice, Vivek. Let's move on to the not so academic part of the podcast.
Sure.
How is the dating and hookup culture at IIM Ahmedabad?
I would say it's pretty lively. I mean, so the amount of relationship that I've seen broken up here, it's very concerning. And how, so it's a culture here, not just here, but in most IIMs that I've heard. And there's a term here, global local. I don't know if you guys know it.
No,
And
we're not
I
aware. Could you throw some light on that?
Yeah, I didn't hear. I wasn't aware of it before coming here. So it's about that global is that you have a partner that is outside of IIM Ahmedabad, and there's this one local that you have a partner inside IIM Ahmedabad. So that's pretty funny, and we make jokes about it. Global local, and it leads to breaking of relationship that are even 7 8 years old, and it's not good. It's sad that people, because of competition or they don't have time or anything, that their relationship gets broken up and they find somebody here, but that also doesn't work out because it's all momentarily, it's all for temporary, because you need someone to have by
Yeah,
your side during these difficult times. Just have somebody for your stress who can handle your stress. But yeah, the real test is whether that relationship will stand after you graduate from here.
yeah. And since you've also done law from Nalsar Institute of Law, could you throw some light on the dating culture of Nalsar?
I was only there for 1 year, so I'm not aware much. Uh,
Okay, yeah. Can you also tell us the difference between the dating culture of any law college? Since you have done LLB from VIPs and now you are currently pursuing MBA, could you tell us the difference between the dating cultures of these schools?
sure. One thing that I've noticed here is that even the dating part is based on your background, or how do I say, like, where do you come from, or what's your future about? Like, are your, like, if you'll be able to, are you coming from a rich family or powerful family, or if you're going into a high paying job. So I've seen that helps you a lot.
These are like the compatibility parameters there.
Yeah, these are the things you get judged on.
So, do you think, Vivek, that I am Ahmedabad in any way is overrated?
Is overrated. Hmm. I would say, I mean, not particularly. I mean, the kind of opportunity that it gives, it's huge. And the kind of professors that are here, absolutely brilliant. One thing that I would say it's overrated is not everyone here is smart. So it's not that everyone is, everyone will have common sense. There are people that makes the dumbest of mistakes. So yeah, I mean, you'll find every kind of people everywhere. So yeah,
I mean, like, not everyone is perfect. So,
yeah, that too.
I mean, now we'll discuss about something that happened a couple of years ago where there was this suicide case at IIM Ahmedabad of a final year student called Akshit Bhukia.
Yeah,
While the investigations are still going on, the deliberation and conversation around this matter is pertaining to the mental health pressure and the lack of administrative support. Since you're having a first-hand experience there, could you describe how the environment there is in terms of your mental health?
yeah, yeah. So that happened last year only,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, the issue of mental health is big here. People, even the people who are performing really well, even they feel stress, and I would say they are the most stressful people. They feel the most stress because they have to compete all the time. Yeah, but I would say that the institute is taking actions. They have like in-house counselors, 4 or 5 counselors that are available every day, and people are, it's free to go for book a session and go for a therapy. And so yeah, that's about it. And but I what I would want is that more people takes initiative on their own and be friends with each other. so that you don't have to go to a third person, to a counselor, and people can be relieve their stress or relieve their emotions, express themselves with their friends.
Okay, so how are the dynamics between seniors and juniors at IIM Ahmedabad?
Oh, it's pretty chill. It's not that strict that you come across in your UG, that there's ragging or you have to call your senior sir and ma'am. So you'll
Yeah.
find that people in my batch would be 21 years old, and people in first year they'll be 26, 27 years old. So it's not a that that you have to show respect to every one of them, and you can call each other by name. It's fine. We don't really you know stress on that you have to show respect, or yeah. But
And
yes,
yeah.
it's very friendly, and it's all like, we know that first year is very difficult and they need support during that, and during your first year you go to your seniors for seeking help, so we are aware of that, and so we try to be as friendly as possible with them and help them as much as possible.
Do you think IIM Ahmedabad will only give you an edge in terms of networking, or is there any real addition in terms of the quality of the professors they provide? Or is it the intake? Because where do you think IIM Ahmedabad stands the best in terms of the parameters like professors, the networking opportunities they provide, and also the internship or the job opportunities the placement committee is able to fetch?
I mean, it stands pretty good in all three criteria. I mean, I only have experience of IIM Ahmedabad, so
Yeah.
not able to make a comparative study. But in terms of professors, they are brilliant. They are helpful. You can reach out to them at any point of time, and job opportunities is also wonderful. Like, the packages are pretty good, and every kind of firm comes here. So it's free, that you can apply anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no restrictions. And in terms of networking, it depends on you, how much you reach out to people, how much you go to the speaker sessions, to the events, and how open you are to start a conversation with alumni. So that depends on you, but it gives a very good opportunity. We had Narayana Murthy coming here just a couple of days back.
Wow.
I couldn't attend because I had classes at that time, but yes, it gives a very good, you know, very good opportunities here.
And if you could throw some light on how the societies or the clubs at IIM Ahmedabad function.
So it's pretty democratic in the sense that the leadership position, you elect them.
Yeah.
So there's voting that happens. Uh, so you have to go to people to with your
Mhm.
manifesto.
You have to campaign.
Yeah, you have to campaign fully, and even even if it's not an elected position, even then you have interviews, so you have to prepare for that, and it's interview for every position, for every clubs, for every cell, and even if you want to be a member, there's an interview,
Hmm.
unless it's a interest group for
Okay.
which you can join just by applying.
So Vivek, India really wants to know this that जब पापा और मम्मी बोलते हैं कि आया मैं IIT के अंदर लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी, so is
Hmm.
it really true or just a myth?
I mean, I think it's pretty true,
Okay.
because the kind of opportunities and job opportunities it offers, it's pretty good. I mean, it's for me, I think I've had a pretty good jump in terms of job offers, and uh, people, if they already have a good package, then they might feel that uh, it's nothing special. But I was in TCS, my package was nothing extraordinary, so for me, I feel good about it.
Oh, that's great. And one last concluding question, Vivek. That what's something that's keeping you motivated every single day or pushing you every single day to do more?
uh, There are internal factors, there are external factors.
Yeah.
Internally, I would say I would want to give my best every day. I would want that I give my 100%, 120% every day. Otherwise, I'll regret it that I didn't do well, or I could have done this yesterday. I could have done that on that day. And then there are external factors, that there's competition. If you don't do, if you be lazy, if you get complacent, then you will get behind. So both kind of factors work, and both factors, they fuel your motivation.
Yeah, makes sense. A lot of thanks to you for being real and honest with us during this podcast, and it was a great opportunity to get to interact with you. Thanks for taking out the time to come
Thank you.
here.
Thank you, Bhavan. Thank you for the whole team for reaching out to me. And it was a good, lovely experience. Good, my first podcast experience.
Yeah,
So, yeah, thank you for inviting me.
yeah. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.